So I did the intro talking about the drought in your area and the farmers that seem to be battling, and it's been published in the Gazette and so forth. Just tell us what's the latest concerning drought in the Northwest Province. We find it weird here in Joburg because it's raining here all the time.
That is indeed true, Eben. The good news, at least, is that we did hear that National Treasury paid over the money to the Department of Agriculture yesterday. That is the 43 million rand that is given for drought relief in the province. I did speak also to the South African Weather Service about your question, why is it raining in Gauteng, and here in the Northwest we are indeed struggling. Now, what he explained to me is that certain parts of the Northwest did indeed get good rain. Now, they are the direct neighbours of Gauteng. Your Rustenburg areas, your Brits areas have had normal rainfall for the October-November stretch of the months. But unfortunately, the areas that are from Mahikeng going towards Vryburg, Tosca, Bray, into the Kalahari almost, has had not a lot of rain, unfortunately. And even unfortunately, it is a long-term process. This is the third year that Northwest has had very bad rainfall, and that is why we are now declared a disaster area.
Lizette, tell us about the effect that this is having on farmers in the area, and then what sort of outlook do the farmers have for the next year or so?
Yeah, but unfortunately, the drought relief is immediate relief. We did ask for about 400 million rand, indicating that that is the extent of the problem that we are having in the Northwest. Now, unfortunately, we're given a very small amount of money, and this will only be for livestock farmers. So we are seeing game farmers that will not be assisted. We are seeing maize farmers that are indicating that they will not plant at all this year because of the rain, the issue they had with rain. Now, farmers are, of course, upset about it. Game farmers are saying, you know, our animals are also dying. We are not happy. We also want some relief. And that is a concern, of course, to everybody. And the Department of Agriculture indicating that from next week they will start distributing fodder to the farmers that are the worst affected. But on the ground, you are literally seeing cows that are so weak and so hungry that they are lying down and literally just dying where they are. And it must be extremely sad if you only have a few cows, you don't have money to give them food, you've been waiting for months and months for the government to come and assist you. Your cow is lying there and then it just dies. It's quite sad.
What are the reasons, again, for the delays with the assistance then in this area, Lizette?
Well, even like I indicated earlier, firstly, we have to be in a drought situation for 3 years. That is one of the issues that, of course, you have to prove that you have drought for 3 years. Then we had to go through a process of deciding how huge, to what extent is this problem and where exactly it is. So we went out on a process where we asked farmers to come forward and tell us they are affected by the drought, and this is how much cattle they have and how much do they need. Now, currently we have just over 23,000 farmers that indicated that they need this assistance. We have about 1 million units of livestock that is affected by this drought. We then had to go to the National Department and ask them for funds, and they then gave us an amount that's paid out. And now it's literally how are we going to get this fodder to farmers that are affected?
Lizette, also got a report today that the Department of Agriculture will receive 6 vaccination machines. Is that right? How will they be of use to the farmers then?
Well, yeah, but it's quite an interesting process. Obviously, we'll be handing over these mobile clinics that are literally like the clinics that the health department has for people that are living in rural areas that cannot access clinics within towns. And so this veterinary clinic will then go out to farmers that are affected, whose cattle might be sick, and they will literally drive to these farmers and give them some advice on what to do with their cattle and help them if they are sick. And that's literally just a way of reaching out to farmers and assisting them where they cannot actually access veterinary services. Now, you know, veterinary services is quite a scarce skills in the country. even in your small rural towns, might only have one vet. He might not be able to come out and assist you. So this is really a practical way of the department going out to farmers, taking this mobile veterinary clinic and assisting them where they might have trouble. Now, we're expecting that the MEC will tell us a bit later this morning where exactly these clinics will deploy and how the process will be and how farmers will be able to access these services.
Thank you, Lizette. We look forward to the reports coming through later in the day on our other shows. That's Lizette Labuschagne.